This summer, I decided to take a trip to New York with a very clear idea in mind, to visit some of the places that I've always loved and finally share them with you here on the channel. New York is one of those cities where every corner feels alive, where every visit is a new adventure. And while there are always countless things to see and do, this time there was one stop I couldn't miss, the Harry Potter store. For someone like me, who has been a fan of this magical world for years, it wasn't just about shopping, it was about stepping back into a universe that shaped so much of my imagination. What I love about the Harry Potter fandom is how diverse it is. We didn't all discover the story at the same time or in the same way. Some of us devoured the books as kids, eagerly waiting for each new release. Others came into it through the movies, falling in love with the magic on the big screen. And many discovered it later in life, finding in the wizarding world a place of comfort, wonder, and connection. But no matter how or when you found it, the feeling we all share is the same. Walking into a place like this brings back that spark of excitement, that sense that for a moment, you're not just a fan, you're part of the story. Now, if you've ever been to the wizarding world of Harry Potter at Universal Orlando or Universal Studios Hollywood, you know those shops are a completely different kind of experience. They're not just stores, they're full recreations of Hogsmeade and Diagon Alley. You walk down cobblestone streets, see the shop fronts exactly as they appeared in the films, hear the sounds of the magical world around you, and even use interactive wands that make things come to life. It's not just immersive, it's like crossing through the page of a book or stepping right into a movie. Honestly, it's one of the most magical experiences any fan can have. But what makes the New York store so special is that it brings that same sense of wonder without needing a theme park ticket. Right in the heart of Manhattan, you can step through the doors and instantly feel like you've entered the wizarding world. It's open to everyone, wizards, witches, and yes, even muggles. And while it may not be surrounded by a giant set like Hogsmeade, it doesn't feel any less magical. On the contrary, there's something powerful about finding this kind of space in the middle of one of the busiest cities in the world. Inside, you'll find everything from wands and robes to honeydukes-inspired suites, elegant jewelry, illustrated editions of the books, magical stationery, and even plush versions of your favorite creatures. There are photo spots, VR experiences, and even a gallery with original artwork from Mina Lima, the graphic designers behind so many of the details in the films. It's a place designed not just to sell products, but to give you the feeling that you've stepped into the story you love. That's what I want this video to be about, not just showing you what's on the shelves, but sharing the experience, the feeling of being there, because for fans like us, it's never just about the merchandise. It's about connection, nostalgia, and the joy of realizing that this world we grew up with is still alive and waiting for us to walk right back in. So join me as we explore the Harry Potter store in New York, and let's discover together why this place is so much more than just a shop. It's a gateway into the magic we all carry with us. If I had to describe what makes the Harry Potter store in New York so special, it wouldn't just be the way it looks, it's the way every section feels like a doorway into the wizarding world. The magic isn't only in the decorations or the design, but in the incredible variety of things you can explore inside. Each corner has its own charm, and no matter where you turn, there's something that will make you stop and smile. One of the first areas that catches your attention is the clothing section. This isn't your typical costume shop experience. The robes here are beautifully made with embroidered house crests, lined fabrics, and details that make you feel like you're about to walk into a Defense Against the Dark Arts class. Gryffindor, Hufflepuff, Ravenclaw, and of course Slytherin, all represented with pride. You'll also find scarves, sweaters, jackets, hats, and gloves. The designs are so well crafted that you could easily wear some of them in your daily life without feeling like you're in costume. For many fans, it's the first step into really feeling like part of their house. Then there's the wand section, probably one of the highlights for most visitors. It feels a bit like Ollivander's, only bigger and brighter. There are wands for nearly every character you can imagine: Harry, Hermione, Snape, Dumbledore, Bellatrix, Luna, Sirius, and so many more. Some are even exclusive editions you won't find anywhere else. The boxes are elegant, the displays are stunning, and the best part, you can personalize your wand with your name, making it truly yours. Standing in front of that wall of wands, it's impossible not to feel like the wand is choosing you. And of course, you can't skip the sweets section, inspired by honeydukes. This area is bursting with color and whimsy. Chocolate frogs, complete with collectible wizard cards. Birdie Bots, every flavor beans where you never know if you'll get chocolate or something far less pleasant. Fizzing candies, gummy creatures, and even bottles of butterbeer to drink right there or take home. The packaging is so detailed that many fans buy the sweets just to keep them as collectibles. But let's be honest, you'll probably end up tasting them anyway. For fans looking for something more elegant, the jewelry section is a dream. We're not talking about plastic trinkets, but beautifully designed pieces like time-turner necklaces, Deathly Hallows rings, house pins, and bracelets. They're subtle enough to wear daily while still being full of meaning. Many come in gorgeous packaging that makes them perfect for gifts or for treating yourself. Another corner that always steals the spotlight is the stationery section. This is a paradise for anyone who loves to write or collect beautiful paper goods. You'll find Hogwarts-themed journals, leather-style notebooks, quills, wax seals, house-themed planners, and even illustrated editions of the books. They're the kind of items that make you want to sit down and start writing just so you can use them. It's one of those sections where you can easily lose track of time, flipping through pages and imagining which one you'd want on your desk. And of course, there are the magical creature plushies. Hedwig, Dobby, Fox, Buckbeak, even Fluffy, you name it. Some are limited editions, some come with sounds, and all of them are ridiculously cute. Right next to them, you'll even find a section for pets. Yes, you can actually buy Hogwarts-themed accessories for your dog or cat, collars, bowls, toys, and even little robes. It's over the top, but in the best possible way. The store also has plenty of photo opportunities. You can pose with a giant fox, stand under a chandelier of glowing wands, or sit on a broomstick for a green screen flying experience. These spots are designed so you don't just shop, you make memories. And if you want something even more immersive, you can try the VR experiences like Chaos at Hogwarts or Wizards Take Flight. They don't last long, but they're thrilling, with high-quality graphics and sound that make you feel like you're right there in the middle of the action. One of my favorite details is the customization station. Here you can add your name to a wand, embroider your initials onto a robe, or even print your very own Hogwarts acceptance letter. It's a small touch, but it makes your souvenir feel truly personal. And finally, there's the Mina Lima Gallery, a gem hidden inside the store. It showcases the artwork of the graphic designers who brought the Harry Potter films to life. From Daily Prophet covers to the Marauders map, Quidditch posters, and even spell books, the prints are stunning and full of detail. Many are available to purchase, and they're perfect for fans who want to bring a piece of the films into their homes. By the time you leave, it doesn't feel like you've just been shopping. It feels like you've stepped out of Hogwarts with memories you'll want to keep forever. Did you know that the Harry Potter store in New York isn't the only one of its kind outside the theme parks? That's right. While it's the biggest and probably the most spectacular, there are other magical shops around the world where fans can have an equally unforgettable experience. One of the most iconic is in London, right at King's Cross Station, next to the legendary Platform 9 3/4. It may be smaller than New York's, but it's filled with charm. You can take the classic photo with the trolley disappearing into the wall and then step into a cozy shop full of house scarves, wands, and little treasures that make you feel like you're about to board the Hogwarts Express. More recently, in April 2025, Chicago joined the list with a brand new store right on Michigan Avenue. I haven't had the chance to visit yet, but from what I've seen and heard, it's already becoming a must-visit for Potterheads in the Midwest. While it's a bit more compact than the New York flagship, it has its own unique style with carefully chosen merchandise and a vibe that makes it stand out. And if that weren't enough, Tokyo is preparing not one, but two magical shops. One will be part of the Warner Brothers studio tour, and the other will be a standalone store similar in concept to New York's. This shows just how much love there still is for the wizarding world across the globe. What I love about these stores is that they're accessible. Unlike the Universal Parks in Orlando or California, you don't need to buy an expensive ticket or spend an entire day there. You can simply walk in, spend some time browsing, maybe pick up a wand or a chocolate frog, and leave with a little piece of magic. And for many of us, that's more than enough to make a trip special. But with all this growth, there's a question that keeps coming to mind. What's going to happen once the new Harry Potter series from HBO premieres? The show is set to adapt all 7 books over the course of a decade, with a brand new cast and an entirely fresh aesthetic. On the one hand, that's exciting. It means we'll get more detail, more character development, and the chance to see parts of the books that didn't make it into the films. But on the other hand, it raises some big questions. Will the merchandise we know today remain on the shelves, or will the stores start filling up with products designed to match the new series? Will we still see the classic robes, wands, and logos we grew up with, or will they be replaced by updated designs? Early glimpses of the new Gryffindor uniforms have already stirred debate among fans. Some love the fresh look, while others feel nostalgic for the originals. And that same debate could soon spill into the stores. Personally, I hope the two versions can coexist. Imagine walking into one of these shops and seeing the classic designs side by side with the new ones. You'd be able to choose the world that resonates most with you, or even collect from both. Because for many of us, the wizarding world isn't just a story we love. It's a part of our lives. It shaped our childhoods, our friendships, and our imaginations. To lose that original magic entirely would feel like losing a piece of ourselves. At the same time, I'm curious. A new generation of fans will discover the story through the series, and their Hogwarts will look a little different from ours. Maybe that's not a bad thing. Maybe it's a way of keeping the magic alive for everyone, no matter when they first open the book or watch the show. As long as the stores continue to embrace both the old and the new, I think the magic will only grow stronger. If you've made it this far, first of all, thank you for watching. And if you're enjoying the journey through the Harry Potter store with me, this is the perfect moment to hit that subscribe button, give the video a like, and share it with a fellow Potterhead. It might sound like a small gesture, but trust me, it makes a huge difference. Every comment, every interaction helps this channel grow and keeps the magic alive for more people around the world. Making videos like this isn't just about filming and editing, it's about capturing an experience and sharing the feeling that comes with it. I'm not just showing you shelves and souvenirs, I'm sharing the excitement, the wonder, and that spark of magic I felt while being there. And the truth is, I'd love for this channel to become more than just me talking about places. I'd love for it to be a space where we, as fans, connect. That's why your feedback is so important. What other magical places would you like me to explore? Would you like a deep dive into the new Chicago store? Should we plan a trip to Tokyo once those stores open? Or maybe you know of a hidden gem that isn't Harry Potter but still has that sense of wonder worth sharing. Leave your ideas in the comments. I read them all, and many times your suggestions are the ones that inspire my next adventures. So, if you'd like to be part of this growing community and join me on more magical journeys, subscribing is the best way to stay connected. I promise there's so much more to come, and I'd love for you to be there with me when it happens.